Now we'll be discussing about generic function and class in Kotlin. So first of all, we'll understand generic function. So to understand generic function, let me show one example. Okay, so for example, let's say we have a function which prints a value whatever we pass. For example, I will write like this: print string. Okay, so what it will do, we can pass a string, and this string we can print using this function. Okay, so for example, here inside this function we will have println statement and we will print s. Okay, so now what will happen if we call this function from our main function here, and we will pass, let's say we'll be passing hello. Okay, so now this function will print that hello. Okay, so that is the simple thing. Okay, that is, there is no any new thing. But let's say we want to print an integer instead of string, then what we have to do, we have to create another function, correct? So for example, print int. So this is a new function, but here instead of string we will be taking int. So I will be taking int like this and I will print this. Okay, so now if we try to print this integer, so here we can pass integer. Okay, so for string we have to create a function, for int we have to create a function. Similarly, if you want another data type, let's say double or float or any user data type, the user defined data type, custom data type, that time also we need to create different functions, which is not a good practice, because for similar type of operations we have to create different functions. Here see, the operation is only printing the string, correct? Similarly, we may have some other operations where all the operations are same for string, integer, double, but for different data type we have to create different functions, which is not a good practice because it is increasing our functions. Okay, lot of function we have to create, repeated code. Also it will increase the memory size, RAM, because while executing the program it will take memory, correct? This function will take memory, this will also take memory, so like that. So this is not a good practice. So for this type of situation we use generic. Generic means it is a general function where you can pass anything. For example, if you want to create a generic function instead of different value, so I will write a function like this: print generic. Okay, any function name you can give. Here see, instead of string we will be taking something called t. Okay, we will not write anything like string, integer, we will write like t. Okay, and here also we have to write t. Okay, so t we have to write in two places, but here we have to use this angular bracket. Okay, so now see, now what will happen, you in this function you can write, you can pass anything, you can pass an integer and you can print it. Okay, let me show you. I am passing integer. Okay, and here see, integer 10 will be printed, correct? Let's say I will pass hello, that means a string, then also there is no any issue, no need to create different functions. It will print everything whatever you enter here. That means it is a general type of function which is called generic in Kotlin. Okay, so for that what we need to do, we have to define a type. This is a t. Okay, this is a type, we call it t type. Okay, but here see, here also you have to write t, like string, integer, we have to write the t value t. Okay, and here we can use the thing whatever we want to do, that is called generic function. Here we have some c 3.14 we are passing. Okay, that is called generic function. Here this t is called type parameter. Okay, it is a generic type parameter.